Alright, well, welcome back to my channel. Right now I think I'm just planning on making this video more as a casual thing you might listen to while not really paying attention. I'll just be talking, and we'll see where we go from there. Thinking about it, I'm really still not used to this, but these 3 games I have planned or recorded are just casual matches I was playing with a few friends, so who wants to see anything too crazy? I was just having fun with a few people. I might do some commentary on it. I'm not really sure what I'm planning. I'm just doing this raw. It's going to be pretty unedited, so I'm just going to talk and we'll see what happens from that. So pretty much, Overwatch has been one of my favorite games in the last few months. It's never been my most favorite, but it's definitely been one of those games that I've played for a long period of time. I would say I was mainly into the game back in Overwatch 1, and I only started getting back into it recently. The perk system, I guess, is kind of what I am still not used to, but you know, the game ain't too bad. It's definitely gotten better. I just remember when Marble Rivals came out, the game kind of died a little, so the game was kind of forced into having to try a little bit more than it used to, which is nice, to be honest. The game was kind of falling off when Overwatch 2 happened. I'm not even sure why it was Overwatch 2. I don't know the exact reason. But I just can't talk. I'm not sure really what to start talking about. I should have probably planned this a bit better, but I'm just kind of doing this whenever I feel like making them. I guess I can talk about the current state of Overwatch. The current state, in my opinion, has been pretty fun. I have been recently trying the newer healers, which is, I think it's Mizuki, as I pronounce it. I mean, I guess he isn't technically a new healer, but he's kind of new for me since I didn't play when he came out. I've ended enjoying him quite a bit. I feel like he's one of the more skilled healers. I do think he could technically receive a few buffs, but not really buffs, just more like quality of life. I think the change should be able to attach to the walls. I kind of like the community forum, what it has for it. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the charge shot for it. It felt a little weird, but at the same time, it's like whatever, I think. But you know. But I've always been more of a support player. I mean, I used to play pretty heavily for DPS. I used to be a pretty avid DPS main, like Junkrat, Roadhog for tank, and I think it was Lucio. But now I've kind of moved to the more newer heroes, like Domino's currently. Actually, my first ever trigger, I got 2 of them, and I enjoy it quite a bit. But I don't know. Like, I'm watching my gameplay right now currently, and oh man, I am missing a lot of shots at the same time. And I'm not playing terribly. Like, currently it's on jumping to Winston, but you know, it's try your best, and I've always been kind of stuck at the same skill level. I think I've always been relatively average. I mean, I don't really mind it. I kind of play games for fun. Same time, like, it's just watching this is weird because it's like I can think of what me and my friends were talking about at that time, but it's just like at the same time I can't. I think a lot of times, like the Ashe on our team, the one named Tobin, I kind of joke that he steals my kills because he's actually a pretty good shot. I will say he is our main DPS main, while I'm kind of the tank main and some support. And we have a lot of DPS players, but at the same time, he is kind of the hyper carry in terms of aim. I know a few games he wasn't doing amazing, but in this game he was doing pretty well. I will say I was kind of popping off near the end, but at the same time, it's like whatever. I like Mizuki just because he feels like a DPS healer. I really don't like heal botting. It's kind of why I didn't like Marble Rivals when I played it. It's because it just felt way too heavily in terms of the healing. It's just too much at times. But, At the same time, though, I don't know. I'm just like blanking pretty hard. I'm not really expecting this video to do well. Honestly, I don't expect anyone to get to this point while I'm talking. These are more just testing videos to see what I'm going to be doing in the future, or if, what my style will be. I kind of plan on keeping it kind of low effort, like just content, so people can put on in the background, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I always like the big high edited videos, but when it comes to that, I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to do much of that. I'm just more of the, I might as well post it. I do prefer the more, I don't know how to say it, like low-key videos where it's just like, it just feels more realistic, personal, and I kind of want to maybe create a community where it's just like, I'm not really that special. I won't be. I just kind of want it to be where I get to hang out with people type thing. That's all I really care about. It's a little boring of an excuse, but it's whatever. This map. I think actually all the matches, I think we won all of them. I played tank at the very end, but I think we were actually playing pretty good for most of them. Of course, I can't hear the sound, so I'm just focusing on talking right now, but it wasn't bad, I will say. I don't think crafty comment, the healer on the team wasn't doing great at the start. I do think they were getting pretty low, but it's cool. Okay, this was kind of a weird start of the match. I noticed we almost didn't get through, but I think we managed to push through even without the tank. Alright, he switched to Wrecking Ball. I will say, Wrecking Ball is my least favorite tank in the game. Yes, it is like one of the most high-skilled characters in the game. At the same time, he's just annoying. He's not fun to be or fight against. He is just obnoxious. And yes, that's his whole point. I will say that, but it's just like, oh my god. It's always you fight a good Wrecking Ball, but you never get a good Wrecking Ball. I will say our teammate was actually doing decent, but at the same time, the Ramatra wasn't doing very much, or that's our enemy. So at the same time, it's just like, I don't really know what was the point of all that. It's just kind of like, I guess it was fine. If I stop talking, it's more just because I'm thinking or catching my breath. I'm not really used to talking for a long period of time. Kind of pushing myself a little with these longer unedited videos because I do know I have to fill the space a little bit, but it's not going to be very much to fill the space. I'll probably start figuring out what I want to do more in the future. Just right now, it's just going to be raw videos that just like, well, whatever, who cares. They won't get enough. They won't get views at all, but they'll be there. And it's just more practice. It's kind of what I'm treating these as, so sorry if it's not high quality or anything like that. It's like boring. I know some people like the storytelling type commentary. I'm not really that creative. I'll be honest. It's more just like I just kind of. I'm just gonna probably just be talking, just for fun. Whatever I think at the moment, I'll say it, and I'll probably eventually start planning it a bit better. Yeah, right now I'm just kind of getting used to actually putting videos out there, because I'm a little lazy when it comes to working. I work almost a full-time job. It's giving me full-time hours, but it's retail, so it's not exactly a good job. So, you know. It's always weird. I think I mentioned this in the For Honor one, but it's so weird to see your gameplay, like, in the third person. Or, I guess not going to third person, but it's weird to see your gameplay on the outside, because it's like, there's so many things you see that you kind of wish you could change. And that's kind of how I feel about video games sometimes. Like, even, like, right after I die, I'm like, oh, I could have probably done better. And that's alright. It's... I'm never going to be a top 500 player. Maybe at one point, but not like the drive to ever be that good at video games. It's like, I love them, but at the same time, I play them for fun. I think a lot of people can say the same. You know, well, I do a pretty decent job. It's like, it's not really, I don't know. Maybe I'll upload ranked plays, I'm not really sure, because I probably have to explain myself a bit better, but even when I'm watching my gameplay videos, I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck I was doing right there. Even if I'm hitting all my shots and playing perfectly, I can't really say why I was playing perfectly. I can just say I was doing that, and it was okay. And it worked. Like, Mizuki's all, I do know for a fact I have, like, really bad, I don't really understand that was all. I mean, I understand how it works, but I usually try just using it as a counter to other ults. And sometimes it worked. Like, I parried in Hanzo at one point, and it felt cool, I will say, but, you know. Alright, it is the last game. This one lasted a bit longer. I was playing Domina during the last one. And... oh, this play of the game is so boring. Yeah, everyone in the call, even the enemies, were like, but that was awful. It was a really bad, that was a really stupid play of the game. It was one good shot, I will say. But, you know, it wasn't the most fun to watch. And I do notice as Mizuki, you kind of get the MVP really easily for some reason. I think it's maybe because he's not the hardest, but he has like good healing, just because he kind of stand there and throw it. Okay, now we're on to my main character. I've always loved Domina. I'm kind of upset about the whole power move getting removed, but it's alright. I think the new major perk, the one where it allows you to move your barrier, isn't bad, but it does need a bit of patching. I feel like I don't know, it's weird, because it's useless a lot of times. Like, sometimes it is useful, but a lot of times it's just more of like, they already destroyed your barrier, especially with characters like Soldier and existing, who can demolish, like, her barriers in like a few seconds. It's just like, there's no real point in moving in at that point. It's just gonna be a bunch of holes. I guess you can play off the corners, but that's not really gonna help you. I kind of wish they kept power move, but got rid of that second one. I don't know what it does. I know it slows you down. It's not really my thing. But, you know, it's okay. I think for the last few minutes, I'll just talk about. I should have planned it better. I will say, I think I'm going to do a different game for my third video. I mean, technically this is my second one, but I'm not really sure. I'm not going to get feedback on it. I'll probably get one view, and it's going to be like 40 seconds, so it's not going to be anything special. Honestly, I think it's more fun just to watch my gameplay, even if it's not perfect. But I don't know. I don't know, because it's like a part of me thinks I should play, instead of a low, like, really high-end game, or not high-end, like a competitive game like For Honor, Overwatch. I should play like a more, like an easier game, like kind of like Satisfactory or something. It wouldn't be bad. It's easier to talk to, and it's like not a good base builder by any means. But anyway, I mean, I feel like I have more to talk about than just like, oh, I used the fucking wall on this guy and it worked. Like, I don't really know what to say about that. I'm not really good at entertaining people at the same time. I don't know.
I will humiliate them.
I will say,
Power
currently, it's a pretty random goal, and I mean, it's not really good to say this, but I am currently, actually quite proud of it, is I am trying to learn Norwegian. It's been interesting. I'm not good at it. I'm only 15, but I'm still proud that I'm doing it. It's rough. I don't know. I don't know how people learn a secondary language. I'm American, so we've never really been forced to learn a second language. It's always been, you only need to know English, and I guess you can learn Spanish, but I never really had that reason to. I could, but I wasn't really interested in it. But I'm learning Norwegian now, and plans on going to Norway in the future, and it's a lot of work, I've noticed that, but I'm excited for it. I am confident I have a better goal. These videos are more just like, I want to kind of funny games, so I'm going to share what I do with other people type thing. Even if it's not high production videos, it's just going to be something that I'm going to post, and if someone enjoys it, someone enjoys it. If they don't, well, that's fine. I could get 1,000 hate comments because it's so boring, and I'll be like, well, that sucks, but hey, I guess it's criticism. And honestly, I'm kind of hoping at this point I do get criticism. I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest. I don't know if I should go into the editing part of YouTube. I know a lot of good videos are always those like highly edited videos, and I never really understood how to do them because I can't edit it, and so I just don't really know how it really works. I mean, yeah, a lot of people started out kind of like what I'm doing now, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't know. It's more of like I think no one treats it like a hobby, and then people can join into it. You know? Video games into a job. I feel like I wouldn't be too happy about that. It's one of those things, I feel like hobbies should be a job at some point, because making money on what you do sounds amazing. Like, what else would... Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to work for retail. I'm sure a lot of people who might watch this don't want to work retail. It's a terrible job market, but... I will say that push from me was actually pretty solid. Managed to get the Rhine off, or I guess the Rhine never touched it, but he managed to get him off of like the reach point, and I will say it was a pretty good push. I will admit that. I will say, I guess for like the last few minutes, I'll talk about kind of my experiences with what retail, or what I've experienced in retail. I remember I work produce, so I obviously deal with like people. I work with food. It's not a fun job, but I remember when I was working, I was stocking apples, and I was minding my own business. I was kind of stuck in my own head, so I wasn't exactly the most friendly at the moment. I will say that I've always been more of a quiet person. But I remember that two kids came up to me. I don't know what their ages was. I think they might have been 17 to 18. And they started talking to me, and they approached me and say, "Do you have a vegetarian vegetable?" And I just was like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is a vegetarian vegetable?" I thought they were joking with me, so I was kind of like a dick. I will say, I was like, like, what the fuck? I mean, what? What they're talking about, obviously. So I'm like, are you talking about organics? Like, what? I've never really heard. It was just like, then he said that I've heard there's like tapeworms in apples. I'm like, dude, what? What are you talking about apple worms? I didn't say that. I didn't think about it after, but I was so confused. It was like one of those things where it's like, what the fuck are we talking about? What the fuck is a vegetarian apple? Or I mean, a vegetarian vegetable. But I was like, oh well. It was one of the more interesting things I've ever had at work. I mean, I had weird customers, but I knew like a lot of people, a lot of the awkward ones. It was just awkward people. I don't really like making fun of them because they're just awkward people. I'm an awkward person as well. It wouldn't be right to make fun of them. Yes, I had people and it was kind of funny at the moment, but it's just like it's not right to make fun of anyone. People have their own reasons. The only people that deserve to get made fun of are just douchebags who make people's lives a little bit more miserable for no reason at all. First time doing a 22-minute talking. And I guess I did it the last time too. I'm just feel a little bit more tired doing it now. I don't really know what I'm talking about this time. I feel like I'm gonna be like losing my train of thought a lot. And this I definitely have. It's gonna be a lot of pauses, a lot of just like me thinking, and probably a lot of breathing. I'll be real. It's just gonna be a lot of me breathing. I mean, hopefully. Video, so I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting ride, I know that. I tried YouTube creation in the past, I never really got into it. I was more lazy. But at the same time, if you got to this point, thanks for checking out my video. It does mean something to me. I know my videos aren't really that fun to watch, but even clicking on it and having it in the background means it a lot. So, have a good night.